Staying cool while camping can be tough, especially when the sun's beating down, and there's no breeze in sight. But what if you could feel cool mist around your tent, or drop the temperature by 10 degrees without moving a muscle? Some of these gadgets actually let you do just that. From fans that last all night to compact air conditioners you can control from your phone, there's a lot to explore. We've rounded up some smart cooling solutions to help make your next camping trip way more comfortable. Comfort while camping used to come with a trade-off. Either you stayed in a hot tent or paid over $1,000 for a few nights in a hotel just to get decent air conditioning. That's where the Zero Breeze Mark III changes everything. It gives you the comfort you'd expect indoors, but without being tied to a building or power outlet. You don't have to choose between sweating through the night or spending too much on short-term solutions. Whether you're in a van, trailer, or small cabin, it fits easily into your setup and works right away. No tools, no stress, just cool air when you need it. What makes it stand out isn't just the portability or how fast it cools, but how it helps people travel more affordably in the long run. You make the investment once, and it keeps paying off every time you skip the hotel and stay closer to nature. It also works in both hot and cold conditions, helps control humidity, and handles water buildup on its own. It's not about specs. It's about finally having real comfort on your own terms, wherever you are. That freedom to go anywhere and still feel at home? That's the value people are holding on to. Here's something that's perfect for off-grid campers and eco-conscious adventurers: the GoSun Breeze solar-powered fan. If you've ever tried napping in a tent on a summer afternoon, you already know how brutal the heat can be. That's where this fan earns its stripes. What makes it unique is that it's solar-powered. You can plug it straight into a 12-volt source, like your car, boat, or RV, or pair it with GoSun's solar chargers. That means as long as there's sunlight, you've got cooling. No noisy generators, no hunting for outlets. And when the sun goes down, you can still switch over to a power bank and keep the breeze going overnight. Its design is super flexible too. You can set it on a table, bury it a bit in the sand at the beach, or hang it overhead in your tent or camper. The tilting head gives you 360-degree coverage, which is great for directing airflow wherever you're cooking, relaxing, or trying to sleep. It's also whisper quiet, something you'll appreciate when nature's doing its thing, and you don't want buzzing electronics drowning out the crickets. One thing to remember, you'll need to carry an external battery or solar panel separately, which adds to your gear load. But if you're already traveling with a solar setup, the GoSun Breeze fits in effortlessly and gives you all-day, sun-powered cooling. Now, if solar's not your thing, and you're more about staying comfortable in a camp cabin or glamping setup, then the Life Plus 3-in-1 evaporative air cooler might be the answer. It's not just a fan, it's a full-on cooling system that also acts as a humidifier. That's a big plus when dry summer air makes you feel like you've been camping on Mars. This one's all about giving you options. There are 4 fan speeds and 3 modes: fan, cooling, and humidification, so you can dial it in exactly how you like. And the large 5-liter water tank means you won't be constantly refilling it, which is ideal if you're using it through the night. The bladeless design makes it safer if you've got kids or pets running around, and it's super easy to clean. No awkward grills or dusty fan blades to deal with. You can move it around thanks to its built-in wheels, and the remote lets you control everything from your camp chair or sleeping bag. It's the kind of fan that's great inside a large tent, RV, or even a screened cabin porch where you want something a little more powerful than a desk fan. For longer stays where comfort matters, or when you just want to turn your camping trip into something that actually feels like a vacation, it's definitely worth considering. So, if you liked the idea of portability and practicality in the last few cooling solutions, you're really going to enjoy what Chillzy Pro brings to the table, or to the campsite in this case. Chillzy Pro isn't just a fan, it's a smart little beast. It uses what's called flash evaporation. Basically, it sprays a super fine mist right in front of its turbine, and that mist evaporates as it hits the air, giving you an immediate drop in temperature without soaking your stuff. You can even toss in a few ice cubes into the tank for a super quick chill. Great for those blazing midday hikes back to camp. What's even cooler, it's perfect for group camping. It swings a full 150 degrees, covering more space, so everyone gets a bit of breeze. And with its 20,000 milliampere hour battery, you can run the fan, spray, and even play music all day long, thanks to the built-in Bluetooth speaker. There's also a built-in camping lantern that runs cool and bright, perfect for after-dark hangouts or lighting up your tent area. Need to charge your phone or gear? Chillzy Pro doubles as a power bank with 3 USB fast-charging ports. It's the kind of multifunction gear that really earns its spot in your camping kit. Cool, functional, and reliable when the sun's doing its worst. But do keep in mind, using the mist mode in high humidity areas might not be very effective, as the vapor won't evaporate quickly enough to cool. Check out this Geek Air rechargeable outdoor floor fan. This one is built for people who like to roam. Whether you're grilling at a campsite, chilling at a music festival, or just trying to cool down after a long hike, this fan doesn't just sit pretty, it delivers. With a high CFM rating of 1,170, it moves serious air without sounding like a lawnmower, thanks to its brushless DC motor. So yeah, even if you're trying to nap in a tent or wind down by the lake, it's going to keep things breezy without the buzz. The built-in battery is another win. After just 2 to 3 hours of charging, you're good to go for up to 24 hours. Plenty of juice for a weekend getaway. And you don't have to deal with changing out batteries or finding power outlets, which is a big relief out in the wild. You'll also appreciate how stable it is. It's got a solid, heavy-duty build with extra protective mesh, though keep in mind, that also makes it a bit heavier to carry around compared to plastic fans. But if you're setting up a base camp and don't want to worry about tipping or breaking, this thing's a champ. And with stepless speed control, you get to fine-tune it just the way you like. Whether it's a gentle breeze during dinner, or full blast after that steep trail hike. Okay, some of you might be nodding along but thinking, I just need a reliable fan that lasts all night and does a bit more. Then Kelman's got you covered. This fan runs on a massive 20,000 milliampere hour battery, which means you can get up to 100 hours of use, depending on the speed. That's 4 straight days of breeze, without needing to recharge. And it's not just a fan. It's got built-in LED lighting with 3 brightness levels, perfect for your tent, your evening cookout, or reading a book under the stars. The fan design itself is super efficient. It uses a double tri-blade setup that throws out more airflow than your average camp fan. Plus, you can pivot the head a full 270 degrees, which is great when you're trying to cool down a specific spot, like your sleeping bag after a long day of hiking. It's built tough too. Built tough with an ABS casing, it can handle bumps or drops without falling apart. And the foldable hook, separate fan and light controls, and speed indicators. All signs this fan was made by real campers, for real campers. After the straightforward power of the Kelman fan, the Shark Flex Breeze brings a whole new layer of flexibility and cooling comfort that really comes in handy during those longer camping stays. When you're mid-camping trip, trying to relax outside your tent with the sun beaming down. That's where the Flex Breeze earns its keep. You can switch between pedestal mode for open spaces or tabletop mode when you're chilling inside your tent. Despite being powerful, it stays too quiet. Perfect for peaceful afternoons or nights under the stars. One standout feature is the Insta-Cool misting attachment. Hook it up to a hose, and suddenly you've got a personal misting system that cools the surrounding air by up to 10 degrees. It's like bringing a mini climate control setup straight to your campsite. With a 24-hour battery life and the ability to plug in when needed, you're covered whether you're off-grid or near a power source. Its weatherproof design means you won't be stressed about sudden rain or strong sun. For camping areas with amenities or backyard setups, Flex Breeze makes a noticeable difference without overcomplicating things. Taking the cooling game up a notch, Penlab offers powerful air conditioning that can truly change the camping experience, especially when you're dealing with intense heat in an RV, tent, or portable cabin setup. With 10,000 BTU of cooling strength, this compact unit cools spaces up to 450 square feet in just seconds. Yep, you heard it right. That means your tent or camper can become a welcome retreat after a day spent hiking or hanging by the fire. Whether it's afternoon rest or a good night's sleep, staying cool makes all the difference. Installation? Easy. Works in vertical and horizontal windows, and it starts cooling almost instantly. It even purifies the air with a negative ion system, helping remove allergens, dust, and other small particles, an often overlooked bonus during pollen-heavy seasons. Controlling it is simple too. Use the touch panel, mobile app, or remote to dial in your perfect temperature. Lightweight at just over 8 kilograms, it's easier to move around than most standard cooling units. That said, it's not battery operated, so you'll need reliable power access, which might rule it out for completely off-grid camping. As part of a powered setup or RV camp, Penlab doesn't just cool your space, it upgrades your comfort in a big way. Let's say you're not looking for full-blown AC, and the misting setups aren't practical for your style of camping. That's where the Ryobi hybrid portable fan fits in. Low profile, but super efficient. Part of Ryobi's Whisper Cerise, this little fan is seriously quiet, 44% quieter than typical fans, which makes it great for peaceful evenings around the tent or catching some Z's without a buzz in your ear. With 3 speed settings and a 160-degree pivoting head, you can adjust it to hit exactly where you want the airflow. Whether you're drying off after a river dip or cooling the inside of your tent before bed, it just works. The hybrid bit is also clutch. It runs on Ryobi's 18-volt batteries or a standard extension cord. So you've got options depending on how rugged your setup is. It also has built-in hooks and a handle, which makes it easy to hang in your tent or move between the picnic table and sleeping area. It's compact enough to toss in your gear bin without much thought, and light enough to carry one-handed while setting up camp. But just a heads up, it doesn't have misting or cooling tech, so in extreme heat, it might not be quite enough on its own. Still, for simple, quiet airflow that adapts to your setup, Ryobi hits the sweet spot between minimalist and practical. After talking about the Ryobi hybrid fan, which nails the quiet efficiency game, let's shift to something that's more of an all-in-one, the Odelland portable fan. If you're the type of camper who likes gear that pulls double duty, this one might be right up your alley. The Odelland is more than just a fan, it's also your tent light. And if you've ever tried changing clothes or finding your water bottle in the dark, you know how handy that can be. The fan itself is small but surprisingly effective, especially when you're in a tent that gets stuffy once the sun's up. With 2 speed settings, you can either keep a gentle breeze going through the night or switch to a stronger blast during those midday breaks. You can hang it from the ceiling, attach it to a tree branch, or stand it on a picnic table while you eat. It runs on just 2 D batteries, so it's easy to pack spares without needing a power station. That said, battery life is limited to around 5 hours on high, which means you might need to carry extras for longer trips. And since the batteries aren't included, it's something to prep ahead of time. Still, for quick overnight trips, or as a backup for emergencies, the Odelland feels like a reliable camping companion. Simple, effective, and easy to toss in your bag. So, that concludes our list of the best portable cooling solutions for camping. Thanks for watching our video. Like, comment, and share with your friends if you find this video helpful. Subscribe to our channel if you want more videos like this on your feed.